How are you? All right. Everyone looks really nice tonight. It's good to see so many beautiful people here. We're going to start with I'm notorious for telling the best jokes ever. So we're going to start with one just to loosen up the crowd because this is a fun night and we're celebrating just so many wonderful people here. So this isn't one of my best, but it's one of my most appropriate. So what do you call 52 pieces of bread? A deck of carbs. Let's get started, everybody. All right. We're good. We're loose now. We're good? Okay. So just so you know, we're going to recognize a lot of people, and there are several retirement parties this evening, so there are some people who aren't in attendance. We'll announce their name, but of course, we will not be recognizing them per se in person. I would like to congratulate everyone, all of the retirees, all the 25-year employees, and all the teachers of the year. Looking at the list the other day via email, it made me so happy and made me smile to realize that I had the pleasure of working alongside so many of you. And the ones I didn't work alongside, I'd heard amazing things about you. Your reputation has definitely preceded you. And it made me really happy to know that some of the people on the list are graduates of Par High and Par Hills. So that really lets me know that we're doing something right. And we have great kids growing up to be great adults, changing the world. So that's really, really wonderful. So it's a great night for you and for your families. It's great to see children here. And, let's enjoy this recognition. It's great for you. It's great for your school, your colleagues. And it's good to be recognized for doing something you love. So let's have a good time. And let's start with Lindsay Wyman, who's the PTHSD Vice President, who's going to come up and quickly make a speech. Or not so quickly. It's up to her. It's okay. No pressure.
Good evening. She can come up if, it's fine. She can come up. Come up. Go ahead. Good evening. It is a great privilege to speak to you on behalf of the PTHEA. This is always such a special time of year as we honor the careers of our newest retirees, celebrate the milestone years of service for our veteran teachers, and recognize the achievements of excellence in education by staff members both in and out of the classroom. Living and growing up in the district, I have had the privilege of being here to honor friends and neighbors and even those who have taught my own children. It makes this large district feel small. Aristotle once said, "Educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all." And to those of you who fill this auditorium, as you know well, teaching is a work of heart. To those retiring, we wish you the best of luck in your next chapter. You have earned it. You have left a lasting mark on our district and in the lives of the countless students whose hearts you've touched. To those with 25 years, your dedication to Parsippany is unmatched and your tenacity is to be admired. And to those 2023 Teachers of the Year recipients, keep inspiring, keep that fire burning. Whatever phase you are at in your career, your influence is powerful and full of boundless potential. Congratulations to all.
Hi.
She's a tough one to follow. Tough act to follow. At this time, Mrs. Golderer, Mrs. Kogan, and Mrs. Mayer, please join us to present these next awards. Okay, these will be the 2023 retirees, and the board is proud to honor the careers of the following staff members who will be retiring. From Brooklawn Middle School, we have three honorees who are not in attendance. They are Ann Butine, Hermine Samtini, and Marianne Supa. And we can clap for them. That's nice. Thank you. And in attendance, we thank Deborah Thor. Okay. For Central Middle School, who's having their retirement party tonight, I was there. We're recognizing Dale DeGraw, Joe Flanagan, Sarah Hare, Larry Hart, and Paula Wegg. From Eastlake School, Marianne Felger. Oh yeah. The guys. The boys. Nice. Next is Virginia Godleski. And Christine O'Connor. Picture first.
I get to be the first one up here to speak. So anyone at Eastlake who knows me knows that I love the mic. No worries, though, I promise to make this brief. First, I would like to acknowledge the Board of Education, Dr. Sargent and Dr. Mulrooney. Our district has kept up with current educational trends thanks to their continued guidance. I would also like to thank the many principals and supervisors I have had the privilege of working with. Rita Maggio, Mark Gray, Brian Hershkowitz, numerous interims, and lastly, Sebastian Powell. I've also had the extraordinary opportunity to work closely with many language arts supervisors, my first being Barbara Sidoti, and my last, Marissa Rosa. It has been an honor to work beside these administrators as they offered me the opportunity to participate in progressive educational curricular programs throughout my time here in Parsippany. I've been incredibly fortunate to work beside the unique, talented, and outstanding teachers of Eastlake School, as well as the elementary and middle school reading specialists. Thank you for all of your guidance and assistance throughout the years. Our collaborative conversations have often offered me comfort when we all had moments of doubt and confusion. You are absolutely amazing at your craft, and I'm humbled to be in your company. I will forever remember the extraordinary colleagues I worked beside for the many years as a reading specialist here in the district. Time seems to have passed so quickly. To think that I began my teaching career in 1980 as a fifth grade teacher, moved on to second grade after my younger son started kindergarten, and then settled into my position as a reading specialist. And now, more than 32 years later, I have decided to begin a new chapter of my life. There have been so many changes in the world of reading. Basel textbooks, phonics-based programs, whole language programs, guided reading programs, the 4 Blocks reading program, book clubs, literature circles, balanced literacy, just to name a few. And through it all, our most important goal was to teach children to read and to understand what they were reading. I think I've tried to accomplish that goal. I'm not sure I can say I've done it well, but I have certainly tried my best. As someone said to me recently, often when you think you're at the end of something, you're actually at the beginning of something else. So now I plan to spend more time with my 2 darling granddaughters, Maddie and Penny, and help plan an October 2024 wedding for my younger son. Thank you very much.
From Intervale, Rosanna DiFilippo is not in attendance, but we'll clap. And from the JRW, Roavini, I apologize, is not in attendance either. From the CEC building, Wanda DiViantonio. Congrats, Wanda. Next from Littleton, Carmen Baloma. And Thomas Jaworski, who is not in attendance. From the local 32, Salvatore Catone. Victorio De Muno. Richard Collada. And Elaine Tambor. There are two retirees from Northvale. Neither are here tonight. Anne-Marie Carrasca and Nancy Mulcahy. From Parsippany High School, Nancy Lennon. I think we need the official one, or else your retirement won't take. You gotta get the official. Got more jokes. Please, no. Congrats, Nancy. Also from Parsippany High School and not in attendance, Eileen Dugan and Rita Rizzuto. From Parsippany Hills High School, not in attendance, Rafael Delgado. And Michael Brennan. Linda Puso. Geraldine Russell. And Anna Maria Szymanski. From Rockaway Meadow, Carolyn Mead. and Angelina Reggiani. And finally, from Troy Hills, Tina Von Dolen. At this time, I'd like to thank Mrs. Mayer and ask Mr. DeVito to join us. The board is proud to honor the following staff members who have served the district for 25 years. First up, my classmate from Lake Parsippany, Donna Bull. Next from Parsippany Hills, Michael Brennan. The next two teachers are not in attendance. Ann Butine from Brooklawn and Lorna Crooker from Intervale. From Eastlake, Marianne Felger. Next, Joe Flanagan from Central is not in attendance tonight. But from Lake Parsippany, Lynn Fernini is. So, why not Lynn? Lynn was my secretary. Oh. Lynn was my secretary and kept me out of a lot of trouble. So, Lynn, you're a beautiful person. Thank you. From Intervale, Heather Harrigan is not in attendance. But Michelle Joyce from Lake Hiawatha is. From Troy Hills, Joelena Longa. Joanne Longa. I apologize. I apologize. I'm so sorry. I apologize. From Central Middle School, Craig Penna. Come. From Eastlake, Intervale, Lake Parr, Littleton, Mount Tabor, Suzanne Scholes. And our last two 25-year honorees, Ronald Stegman from Parr High and Teresa Verdon from Littleton, are not in attendance. I'd like to thank these board members and ask Mrs. Chappelle, Mrs. Abraham, and Mr. Rea to join me up here for the next set of teachers. To honor our Teachers of the Year, we give each teacher a red plate. It was a time-honored tradition among early American families. Joni is modeling the red plate. I don't know if modeling is the correct term, but she's holding it forth. What is it? She's presenting the red plate. So I'm going to start over because that was bad. To honor our Teachers of the Year, we give each teacher a red plate. It was a time-honored tradition among early American families that when someone deserved special praise or attention, they were served dinner on the red plate. The red plate is the perfect way to acknowledge a staff member's special triumphs, praise a job well done, reward a goal achieved, or to simply say, "You are special today," which is engraved on the red plate that Joni is holding aloft. The board is proud to honor the following staff members who were selected as Teacher of the Year for 2023. Right. From Brooklawn Middle School, 2023 Teacher of the Year, Lindsay Wyman.
I debated whether I should accept this dressed as the mascot or in plain clothes, and I decided to save the former for the 8th grade moving up ceremony. When I started working at Brooklawn 16 years ago, I knew that I scored the best first teaching gig in the world. It was 2007 and social studies jobs were not easy to come by. I sweat out every minute of my demo lesson about Leonardo da Vinci in Siobhan Hannigan's 6th grade classroom, hoping to earn the chance to teach classes of my own. Siobhan would then later become my mentor and has grown to be a lifelong friend. Many of you can relate. In this profession, your colleagues become an extension of your family. I've always considered myself lucky to be working in the very district in which I grew up learning, surrounded by some of the very same educators that helped inspire my dream. I will always be grateful to the teachers, administrators, leaders, and peers who have paved my way. The colleagues I would meet along this journey, and yes, teaching is a journey, have been there to help me grow, and we would learn to lean on each other through all of life's highs and lows. The students who would fill my classroom would inspire me and each other, and the walls would fill with eager minds and big ideas and lofty yet possible dreams. The opportunity to teach ancient civilizations has led to even more opportunities for us to learn about each other and embrace culture and diversity and the rich histories from which they derive. Becoming a teacher, all I ever wanted to make was a difference. And as it turned out, it was you who had made all of the difference for me. And it was in the times in my life when I felt the weight of the world, including the time when my daughter was battling cancer, that this district, this community, this Parsippany picked me up. The support I was shown has made such a huge and unforgettable mark on my heart. It reminds me where I came from. It reminds me that it takes a village, sometimes an enormous village that is a huge town, and that together we rise and together we fall. I'm more than blessed to teach unbelievable adolescent kids each day whose witty lines and funny and not so funny jokes and wonderful families have enriched my life. I'm equally blessed to work beside unbelievable colleagues and administrators who have shown me support when I felt defeated and have shown me grace in their humanity. I also want to thank my family, my parents, my husband, AJ, and our daughters, Emma and Penelope, who's been escorted out of this auditorium. A lot of you out there can relate. It isn't always easy having a teacher in the family. There are a lot of late nights of lesson planning, paper grading, late night emails from students and parents, lots of events that need chaperoning, lots of young minds and hearts that they have needed to share me with. This award took me by surprise, as often life's precious moments do. It is a great honor and one that I will continue to hold dear. It also represents the end of one chapter for me and the beginning of a brand new one as I leave Brooklawn Middle School and put on my school counselor hat at Lake Hiawatha School next year, pending board approval. I am so excited for what is to come. I'm nostalgic knowing that I am going to leave the place I've called home and the people who have become family for the past 16 years. And I'm humbled to be recognized by my school. So thank you from the bottom of my heart.
The Central Middle School Teacher of the Year, Sarah Hare, is at her retirement party. So we'll clap so loud she can hear us. The East Lake Teacher of the Year is Lucia Pepe. The Intervale Teacher of the Year is Kelly Flynn.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the Board of Education, the Intervale School community, and staff of this wonderful honor. Talking in front of little people is a lot easier. Mr. Walk, thank you for the support and guidance you provide to all of us and for embracing the energy, chaos, and fun that I try to bring each and every day. I appreciate all that you do for us, even if it comes with the occasional dad joke from time to time. I want to thank my family, my friends, my husband, Casey, who support me and listen to my new crazy lesson plan ideas and embrace the genuine laughter and love in the stories that I bring home. Throughout my teaching journey, from student teaching in the district to splitting work days at Eastlake and Intervale, and finally settling in full-time at Intervale, I have had the privilege and honor to work with some amazing and inspiring teachers throughout this district. I am fortunate enough to not only call them my colleagues, but also my friends. Intervale is a very special place. As a staff, we have worked countless hours to plan exciting and engaging activities for our students to grow and succeed. Teaching can be challenging and emotional, but the amount of love and support that each faculty and staff member brings to our school can be felt as soon as you walk inside. There is no better feeling than watching my students have the confidence to try a new skill set for the first time or see them cheer one another on as they challenge themselves with team building activities in PE. The love my students have for physical education brings so much joy to my heart. They truly inspire me and drive my passion. These young people are my why, and thank you again for this great honor.
Mr. Rock, I think your jokes are funny. I don't care what anybody says. The Lake Hiawatha Teacher of the Year is Karen Massey. Oh, I forgot Colleen. I did. I apologize to Knollwood School. The Knollwood Teacher of the Year is Colleen Smith.
For a minute, I thought Dr. Mulrooney got my name wrong and thought it was Skip, you know. Tonight, I would like to thank Dr. Sargent, Dr. Mulrooney, the Board of Education for recognizing me as Knollwood's Teacher of the Year. I would like to thank my current principal, Mr. Linsenbold, and the other building principals I have worked alongside throughout my years here in Parsippany. I am amazed and thankful to be receiving this award. I am blessed to spend most of my days with dedicated teachers and specialists. I continue to learn new strategies and get many great ideas from them. At home, I'm lucky to have the support from my husband and also from my children, McKenna, Luke, and Jacob. They are my daily reminders that the best learning happens when connections are made. I would not be able to arrive at work each day if it was not for the selfless love and support of my mom. And tonight, I share this award with her. And also, my morning conversations with my dad ensure that I enter the building with a smile. I am fortunate for the families that I have worked with, the love, the laughter, the joy that my past and current students have shared with me. I am forever grateful for building so many positive relationships along the way, even able to coach former students at the high school level. My hope is that all my students have felt and feel important and remember our frequent mantras. It's cool to be different, you can do hard things, have flexible thinking, and mistakes help you learn and grow. I would also like to congratulate all of the other teachers that were honored tonight to receive this award. Thank you.
The Lake Parsippany Teacher of the Year is Ashley Ariaza.
Good evening. I'd like to start by thanking Dr. Sargent and the members of the Board of Education for being here tonight and presenting me with this wonderful opportunity to be honored by my peers. I'd like to thank Ms. Michelle Hoffman and all the principals here tonight who have taught me, learned with me, and supported me throughout my years at Lake Parsippany School. Public speaking is my least favorite thing to do, but Lake Par loves a speech, so I will try not to let them down. Yeah. As someone who grew up here in Parsippany and stuck around for the long haul to now build my family and raise my children here, I want to take a minute to talk about what it means to be a Parsippany teacher, and to me it means going the extra mile. As I said, public speaking is something I avoid. In fact, I lost a lot of sleep over this very night, but I'm able to stand here tonight because when I was in 3rd grade at Knollwood, my teacher, Mrs. Elaine Dolsky, and my guidance counselor, Mrs. Clark, went the extra mile when I was scared to give a how-to speech in front of the class. Mind you, it was how to make a Christmas stocking with construction paper and cotton balls, but I digress. They gave up their lunch so I could present in front of a small group, and they gave me a rock to hold if I ever felt scared. Now, almost 30 years later, I'm standing here holding on tight to that very rock, as I have many times before in my life, feeling so thankful to them for going the extra mile. As the years went on, I was blessed to have many teachers who took the time and never gave up on me. Some of those teachers may even be here in this room. Mrs. Irene Greca, Miss Amy Doyle, Mrs. Teresa Mulrooney. I certainly wouldn't be up here tonight without all of you believing in me. Then I moved on to my own Parsippany classroom, and first and foremost, I would like to give a thank you to the amazing paraprofessionals, past and present, that I have had the honor to learn from, laugh with, and go through many great adventures with. You all go above and beyond the call of duty, you give so much of yourselves, and you go the extra mile every single day. I admire and appreciate all of you, and I'm thankful for the friendships and bonds we have built. To my Lake Park teachers, what a blessing it is to go to work every day and feel like I'm home. To be surrounded by my family who are like-minded in their beliefs that no matter what obstacles come in our way, we can overcome them and put our students at the forefront of our decisions. I watch each of you put so much time, heartfelt thought, and love into your classrooms, and I can't help but be grateful that I got to learn from the very best. And of course, my family. Thank you for supporting me unconditionally and being here tonight and every night to cheer me on. My husband and I feel so fortunate to know that our children will grow up here and not only learn every day, but be loved and have teachers that are always willing to go the extra mile. Thank you.
Okay. The Littleton Teacher of the Year is Melanie Ellis.
Dr. Sargent, Dr. Mulrooney, members of the board, and distinguished faculty, it's an honor to be here this evening. A teacher is something I've always known I wanted to be. School, however, the being a student part is something that never really came easy to me. The social aspect, the sports, the extracurriculars, no problem. But the academics, that's where I struggled. These experiences and challenges created a desire in me to become a teacher. They also led me to have a deeper appreciation for those teachers who went the extra mile. I see you, Ashley. I was very fortunate to have had many wonderful teachers throughout my years who have guided me to look beyond my struggles and work to my full potential. These teachers saw me for who I was and helped me be the best that I could be. I'm forever grateful and indebted to many of my former teachers, but I want to express a sincere and heartfelt thank you to a few. Miss Kathy Spidell, Miss Jennifer France, and Miss Teresa Mulrooney. Thank you. You ladies have impacted and touched my life in ways that I can never fully express. You believed in me and led me to follow my dream of becoming a teacher. I am fortunate to now be in a role where my students allow me to live out my dream every day. This dream, though not easy, has given me moments throughout my career that many will never experience. Of these moments, there are a few that I will never forget. Like when a student
starts to put sounds together, to build words and read sentences, and their face just lights up with pure pride and joy. When a student that I had my first year of teaching as a second grader invites me to their high school graduation party, and him and his family acknowledge all that I did to get him to that day. When a student that I had as a fourth grader sends me a picture of his college graduation cap with my name written on it. These moments and those relationships that I've built with my students and their families go well beyond any academic achievements, and they truly are why I do what I do. These moments make me feel like I, too, have made a difference. Lastly, I'd like to thank a few people. Thank you to my Littleton family. For the last 18 years, you have been my people. Throughout these years, many have come and gone, but the friendships that we've made will never fade. Thank you to my former principal, Michelle Hoffman. I appreciate your unwavering support to me as a teacher and for always just allowing me to simply do my job. Thank you to my current principal, Brian Staples, for always supporting my crazy ideas and encouraging me to do just what I do. To my mom and dad, there are not enough words to express my gratitude for everything you have and continue to do for me. I wouldn't be the woman and teacher that I am today without the support and love that you both have provided me over the years. To my sister Erica, people confuse us for one another regularly. I'm sure many of you in this room have done it. And honestly, it's the highest compliment, and I'm so lucky to have you in my life. To my husband, Brad, there's no one else I'd rather walk this journey with. I appreciate you and everything that you do for me and our family. And to my girls, Charlie and Dylan, you both challenge me more and more each day, but in doing so, you've made me a better person. I thank you for that, and I am so very proud of the both of you. In closing, I want to congratulate the other honorees and leave you with a quote. If the student isn't learning, it is because I haven't figured out how to teach them yet. Thank you.
The Mount Tabor Teacher of the Year is Stephanie Staples.
I said as everyone was getting their awards that I was going to have to lower this because I'm one of the shortest teachers, apparently. I'm Stephanie Staples. I'm another Parsippany graduate. I began my career here in Parsippany at Northvale, where I taught kindergarten. I then moved to Mount Tabor, and I've been there for the past 16 years, 14 years of which I've been in 5th grade. I'm honored to be recognized tonight by my colleagues, by my friends, by the board, by the administration. I'd first like to thank my husband, Brian, my kids, Bradley and Abby, who are here tonight, for always supporting me, for giving me the time to do all the work that I need to do at home. Teaching is the most rewarding profession, but sometimes it can be a stressful and a difficult job, and I'm fortunate to have met so many amazing people that have been with me through all of my successes and who have helped me through professional and even personal challenges that I've faced over the years. It's not often that you get to publicly thank those special people in your lives, the ones who you can't imagine being here today without. So I would like to thank the many people who over the 17 years have mentored, encouraged, supported me, and who I greatly admire. They're Jeff Martens, Jamie Vento, John Ansel, Mark Fasciana, Marlene Toomey, my former kindergarten partners, Dana Letts, Tara DeGeorge, Angelina Reggiani, who's retiring tonight, so congratulations to you, Kate Washington, Pia Francis, and lastly, but certainly not least, those who I've worked with for the majority of my 14 years. Jeannie Glodek, I can't even finish. Tara McCotter, Tracy Williams, Luann and Sally, and Laura Nelson. Of course, the most important part of this job is the students. Without their trust, their positive attitudes, their endurance, being a teacher wouldn't even be possible. The best part about teaching is seeing students' smiles, their laughs, when they have those aha moments, and just watching them grow into great individuals. I have met so many students over the years who have made an impression on me, and next year I'm starting a new journey as a middle school teacher, which I think this is why this is hard, because I'm actually saying goodbye to Mount Tabor. Next year, when I start my new journey, I know that I'll have future students who will continue to teach and awe me. I'm so proud to be a Parsippany teacher and so grateful to be surrounded by such accomplished professionals. So thank you.
The Northvale Teacher of the Year, Annie Correa, is not in attendance. Congratulations. The Parsippany High School Teacher of the Year is Katie Vesper.
Okay, I wasn't originally sure if I was going to speak, but my expressive reading coach is retiring, Mrs. Tina Von Dolen, and I just felt like I had to do this one more time to show her that she was the best. And I want to begin by thanking the board, Dr. Sargent, Dr. Mulrooney, just for your constant support. Without you, we wouldn't be able to do what we do day in and day out, so thank you. I would also like to thank all of my colleagues, the staff that I get to work with at Par High, my current principal, Mrs. Melissa Carucci, for constantly supporting me, coming into my classroom, helping me with all of my ideas, talking it out. I appreciate that so much. My friends, my mentors, Mrs. Jen France, I really could not have done it without you, and my friend, Mr. Jason Herta, being my second mentor through and through, always supporting me. The rest of the English department, Par High, all the way through. Everyone just constantly listens to me with my ideas, my doubts, and they're always there to support me. I was also a graduate of the Parsippany School District, so it's just amazing to look in the audience and see all of my past mentors. When I student taught, it was alongside Mrs. Linda Puzo, who's also retiring today, and again, I wouldn't have been able to start without all of you, so thank you so much. My journey has been the most rewarding experience for me. I get to spend my days talking about my favorite stories and literature with the best humans on the planet. Parsippany has the greatest children here, and it's just amazing, honestly. I can't think of a better way to describe it. Not only do I get to spend my time doing what I love and talking English, right, and doing all of those things that I like to do with poetry and the stories that I get to read, but then, you know, there's other parts of my job that bring it to a whole new level. And when we say that we go the extra mile in Parsippany, we definitely do. Today, my students made me try Taco Bell for the first time because they couldn't believe that I never ate Taco Bell my whole life, and there I was, eating Taco Bell, which I never imagined I would ever do, but I did it because they wanted me to. And it's just so much more than, you know, the skills and the standards that you're trying to convey, and that's what makes it such a beautiful experience. I would also like to thank my family, my husband Rob, who lets me stay up late and listens to me worry and when I'm trying to put together all of my ideas. My children, Addie and Everett, who sometimes have to sacrifice time with me when I'm, you know, giving my time to my second family. And my mom, Lynn Fernini, over at Lake Parsippany School, who also earned her 25 years tonight. I literally could not get to school without her. So I thank her so much. I would also like to thank my dad, too. He, alongside my mom, was always a great advocate of me becoming a teacher. Whenever I wasn't 100% sure of what I wanted to do, he would just look at me and be like, obviously, you're going to become a teacher. And he used to drive a bus for the district. And I can remember my first year teaching, he would do the late run. And whenever I would come into school, maybe not feeling 100% about how the day went, he would pull up in that little yellow bus and stop and open the door and just be like, you got this, and then drive away. And it was just that little bit that I needed, and I wouldn't be where I am today without that support. So thank you so much.
Love it. The Parsippany Hills Teacher of the Year is Christine Mann. The Rockaway Meadow Teacher of the Year is Lisa Freitag.
Okay, I was not prepared to make a speech, but I can feel my second family staring at me. So I just wanted to say thank you so much to the board, to Dr. Maroney, to Dr. Sargent. Thank you so much for this amazing award. I am beyond excited and proud to represent Rockaway Meadow. They are definitely my second family, and I love going to school because of them. They always have made me feel very comfortable. Thank you to Mr. Courtwright for giving me the opportunity to work there, and for Mr. Cruz, I know he's not here, but for Mr. Cruz as an amazing principal as well. To my mom and dad, I love you guys. Thank you for always supporting me. To my wonderful husband, Adam, and my amazing kids, Samantha and Tommy. I love you guys, and thank you for always allowing me to vent and for me to just be me and share my profession with you guys. Okay, I'm done. I love you guys. Thank you so much, RMS. You are the best.
And the Troy Hills Teacher of the Year is Jean Weiss.
Good evening. I think this is the final speech. Of course, I want to thank the Board of Education and Dr. Sargent, and my principal, Jeff Martens, and the wonderful staff and all the teachers at Troy Hills for honoring me. To be selected from such a highly respected group of teachers is what makes this special to me. Of course, I want to also thank my family, my mom, my sister for always being supportive, my amazing husband, Brad, and my 3 sons, Braden, Logan, and Colton, for understanding the passion I have for teaching and the time and dedication it takes to do this job. Thanks for the way you love and support me every day. I don't want to forget to thank my God for guiding my steps and giving me the gifts to be here today. I began my years in this district 18 years ago. I worked in Lake Parsippany in 4th and 1st, and then I moved onto Troy Hills. And I taught 4th and 5th for many years, and now I'm a 2nd grade teacher. I've worked along so many special people and got the privilege to teach hundreds of students in Parsippany. During this incredible moment right now, I truly want to thank all of the teachers during each of these experiences who opened their doors to me, mentors, grade level colleagues, and friends. So many of you have allowed me to learn from you or went out of your way to help or to say an encouraging word. In my family, I was the first to graduate college and the first to ever teach. So every act of kindness from a more experienced colleague, principal, or administrator helped me to succeed. I only hope that I am continuing to pay it forward today. And my final thanks goes to my students, past and present, and the parents of Parsippany for allowing me to do the job that I love. Thank you.